Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Gundam Spurs!
Woo! Pew, pew, pew.
Someone do the hawk. Close enough!
Oh. Yeah, it was my girl.
Woot.
You know, it's been a while, so why don't we do another round of introductions for fun and enrichment?
Mm-hmm.
Starting at the top.
You may be wondering, is there a touch? Is there a telephone? Is there perhaps a Pepe Sylvia meme? You may be wondering, and let me tell you, it may be true. It's me! I'm Audio. I'm playing Gwyn, the totally not an alien or axolotl or a bootleg, but might be a bootleg, might be any of those things. Two truths and a lie, except they all might be truths.
They all might be lies.
We just don't know.
We just don't know.
There you go. I felt that was a great natural segue to you because you came in with your witty little thing, and then you said nothing.
Admittedly, I got distracted for 3 seconds and wasn't sure if you actually introduced yourself. So, hello, I am Dubhán, and also potentially alien. I feel like this is turning into one of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies. And I don't know.
Think either of us really tell the truth or lie.
Trains!
Have you considered the train?
Mm-hmm. Or perhaps burp.
Burb.
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, it is my turn. Is it? Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Gently Mad. I am a part of this crazy, wacky D&D campaign, and I am playing the part of Maestro, who is totally not dead. Anyway, over to you, Cryptid.
Howdy. I am Cryptid. I am playing Revelry. Big old robot man. Maybe haunted, maybe not. Who knows? Who's to say? Just trying to do his job. Passing it to you, Bluejay.
Hey, I'm Bluejay. I'm playing Zyzie, the Beast, who may or may not be a bug god.
So, last time, our illustrious adventurers, did a little exploring around Elias Wood. Some people noticed the looks Maestro was getting, which were very different from the looks Revelry was getting. Revelry getting positive looks, and Maestro getting negative ones.
I'm sorry, Maestro. I'm sorry, man.
Don't be sorry. It's all good.
Maybe if we stand together and hold hands, then it'll like balance out.
What if we...
It will balance out into something confusing.
Exactly.
You guys settled on a place to stay and figured out a few sources of knowledge to follow while Maestro wandered off to take a bath.
Because he was assuming that's why he was getting all the funny looks.
In the meantime, a couple of people visited the geology museum, and Gwyn went off with a very informed theory about what might be happening in Rattlesnake Canyon.
Absolutely beautiful tangent. Audience, tune in to the last episode. You will not regret it, I promise.
Absolutely. And then Gwyn asked for the record of the last expedition team to go and come back from Rattlesnake Canyon. As in the
specifically to return.
Yes.
Specifically to leave and return.
Successfully.
That's the important bit.
Successfully coming back.
In which the clerk said, give me a moment, and went to go find the, their superior. Leaving you guys to conversate for a moment. We're picking up with the sound of hurried footsteps. So I gotta change the music because we're no longer in the opening.
It needs to be 1 sec. I need to check my map. How do I check my map in this thing? Nope. I just talked to a guy.
So you go to settings.
What the fuck? Altaria did a bit. Jesus fucking Christ.
Altaria.
Oh wait, no. I think their Discord crashed.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's so funny.
I hit the wrong button. I was trying to close a tab and close Discord.
This session is getting off to a great start. I feel really positive about this, you guys. I feel really positive. I think we're off to a great start.
Wonderful start.
Yes, absolutely. Especially the maniacal laughter. That was the chef's touch.
Sitting here pushing buttons on my keyboard. One day I'll open a map.
One day.
One day.
There will be a map.
What do you mean by opening a map?
I was like, I want some ambiance, and I opened my ROM of Black 2.
The
Pokemon game.
I see.
Oh no.
Guess who has also forgotten all of the controls on this thing?
Oh no.
It's okay.
I'll forget them with you.
It's alright.
Oh yeah, that also means I gotta turn this on so the recording can actually see where everyone is. Well, where most of the people are. Maestro.
We're in our houses.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No. I mean the characters. Most of the characters are in the Geology Museum. Maestro is getting kicked out of the bathhouse.
Yes, as we speak. Which is totally not a water tower, it's a bathhouse, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Alright? So
the water tower is there, but it's probably somewhere around the bathhouse.
Exactly. It's all interconnected, and we'll go into detail explaining this part of the lore of this place, but we're going to do that later in the podcast. So yeah, there you go.
The podcast that doesn't exist. Anyways.
Doesn't exist anyways.
Everyone who's standing inside the museum, so very specifically Gwyn, Dubhán, and Revelry, hear hurried footsteps.
Hanging out outside.
Yeah. It's not like Zyzie hasn't been listening in. Gwyn is very loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can
Everybody
hear
is hearing
Gwyn
that now.
probably from the inn, which is across the road.
Yep. As Maestro is getting kicked out of the bathhouse, he lifts his head up and he's just like, huh, that's Gwyn.
I hear their voice on the wind. I can't make out the words.
Yes, exactly.
Right. You guys, as there's a slight lull in your conversation, you hear hurried footsteps coming up the stairs downwards that you saw through the door the clerk went through. And there's a slight quiet. Sir, are you sure? Is this? Okay. As the door comes open, allowing a a large orc to kind of slightly dip his head so he can fit through and not bonk his forehead on the door frame. He wears glasses and a tan, outfit, like a tan button-up t-shirt over his mottled green and black skin. He has white hair that is braided and tied back behind his head. His beard is braided in a dwarvish fashion. His fangs, coming from his lower jaw, are dulled and are rather reminiscent of black bear teeth. And he seems to be carrying a folder of some type in his little larger than usual size. Well, no, not larger than usual for an orc. But he has his big hands because orcs have big hands. I'm trying to paint you one picture. Is it working?
Yes.
Yes.
He actually looks, I can't remember how, strong Gwyn is. Oh,
in a fight,
yeah,
right?
fairly. Fight, right? I feel like, Gwyn, as you take this orc's measure just from, looking at him, he does appear to be fairly, strong. You probably could, but there is some, amount of, difference between your strengths that you'd have to... I don't know, overcome.
Uh-huh. You could probably beat him, but you'd have to work for it.
Yeah, exactly. This is assuming that you take him one-on-one. Yeah.
Just in case.
Honorably.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Or dishonorably. Either one's fine.
No, dishonorably means you get everyone else in on
it. Yeah, that's true.
Which you guys as expeditioners have done before.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
That's kind of our thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he wear glasses?
He wears glasses. Yes. I did mention that at the top. He wears glasses.
Okay, I was trying to write it down everything, and I think I missed that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. The people. His outfit is like Indiana Jones' outfit. You get what I mean?
Okay, we get it, Hart. He's a hot orc dill.
This is not worrying.
Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm trying to get to what I was gonna say.
Hart, now I swore that I was not going to flirt with anybody anymore. I was going to be playing things very, very seriously. What are you doing to me, Hart? What are you doing to me?
I forgot my water downstairs. Excuse me, are you the ones who asked to see our records?
Yeah, that'd be us.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, but a
sorry.
little more clearly?
I'm so sorry. The accent's making it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be us. Apologies for the trouble.
He looks over. He looks at you, Revelry, and then looks at the two Genasi. Strange looking folk to him. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Gwyn looks. Hashtag Gwyn moment.
Looks? Sorry, no, we gotta stop. I'm not doing. We're good. Keep going.
Yep.
He looks. They look. And may I ask why? Sir, I don't.
I am Gwyn. Are you asking us why we are asking these questions?
Yes.
Excellent! I am Gwyn. I actually have a list of questions that I am sure that you, since you are apparently the owner or operator of this museum, would be able to assist me in answering.
That depends on, I guess, how interesting the questions are and what you're going to do with the information.
I am Gwyn. First of all, I am shocked that a museum owner, a disseminator of knowledge, would gatekeep expedition members such as ourselves whenever it is relevant to our mission, and also very important for increasing our knowledge of the area.
The orc closes his eyes for a moment and reaches up to lightly pinch at the bridge of his nose. I see. So your mission is to go into Rattlesnake Canyon.
That is correct.
And return.
That is also correct. That one's definitely a high priority.
Now you should understand why I'm gatekeeping the information.
Why
I am
is that?
Gwyn. What Revelry said.
What did Revelry say?
Why is that?
What is that? I need to cook my mic's bad.
No, you're fine.
It's just you said it really quickly and then Audio spoke really quickly, so I didn't get it.
Alright, got it. Alright.
It's okay. It's not your mic. It's probably internet latency. It comes for us all.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know you. I'm not sure if I should let you throw yourselves into a situation you might not be able to handle.
Well, I understand. That is a very good stance to take. Very honorable. How about we start rectifying? He's going to hold out his hand. He said, "My name's Revelry. I am with the Tri-Blade Archives, and we are here on an expedition to try and figure out why there are disappearances going on in Rattlesnake Canyon. Now, in regards to us not knowing much about the situation, kind of flying blind, I'd like to say that's why we're here. We're trying to get as much information about this place that we can, so that we can enter and leave as safe as possible."
He stares at you for... Oh, continue. Sorry. I didn't realize you were finished.
And I apologize for my rudeness, but these are my companions on the expedition team, Gwyn and Dubhán. He's going to gesture to the
Can Zyzie walk in the building?
Yes.
And Zyzie. This is Zyzie as well.
There we go. Now you can walk in the building.
Through the door.
Yay!
The orc's eyes flick over to the short being that just walked through the doors.
Short.
Yes, short being that just walked through the doors. Yeah, that's right. Everyone else is so fucking tall.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, just like, huh.
The orc places the files down under, on the desk underneath his hand, and reaches with his other hand to grasp Revelry's extended one, and goes,
We'll shake it.
yeah. It's a strong handed shake. He means business.
Oh my gosh.
And he says, Onyx Bone Chewer.
Onyx Bone Chewer?
Yes.
Chewer.
Bone Chewer. Here, let me type it
This
up
is
for
someone
you.
who chews on bones.
Bone Chewer is his family name.
One whose family chews on bones.
Mm-hmm.
Family tradition, you know.
So you're also from the Tri-Blade Archives.
Correct, all of us.
Withdraws his hand and taps fingers on the file. And if you don't mind my asking, how long has your expedition team that you have here been working?
How long has it been?
2 months.
I know it. I think we said like 3 or 4 months from the session 0 thing that we
So
did.
it's been 4 months.
We are 4 months old, sir. That's out of character. I'm sorry.
I need you guys to know, Dubhán is quiet because Dubhán saw the file and is like laser focused in on what could be in the file and like what information will we get from this. Respectfully, Onyx Bone. Nope, I can do words. Onyx Chewer. We would go in the canyon regardless. The answer to your question, 4 months. But regardless, we have not only been sent on the mission for the Tri-Blade, but also we believe that there is shenanery afoot. And it would be beneficial, I think, to both our team and to you all to cooperate and see if we can figure out what is happening here.
Of course, there's shenaniganery afoot. All the expedition teams that have gone into that place haven't come back.
All of them, or all of them recently?
Recently.
How recently?
Onyx looks directly at Revelry. The last one to be sent there that I let go through were the fallen stars from your museum.
I'm trying to find them.
Side question really quick. Do we know, so like our team has Bernard and the Gunslingers has Merlin. Do we know who is the curator for the Fallen Stars? Was that also Bernard?
I'll tell you this, Altaria. Only Revelry knows anything about the Fallen Stars. Everyone else knows jack crap.
Yeah.
No, I think
after. Was that before? Were they sent when I was still curator, or?
Yes. So, okay. So, just to remind you, Cryptid, the Fallen Stars was the last team you managed. And because they didn't come back, you decided to step down from the curator position.
Gosh, I didn't realize that was the instigating event, and I should have way earlier.
It's okay.
But that changes a whole lot of how he's going to be approaching this. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is just like the reminder to yourself, like, wait, that's right.
That's right.
Question.
Okay.
Quick question. How long have the Fallen Stars been gone now?
More than 4 months.
More than 4 months!
Okay.
Sorry, I did write it down. I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
That's right. From our archives, and they were under my leadership. That's why I'm here. Last time we went in, they went in. They didn't have the information that they needed. I wasn't careful enough in gathering it, and that resulted in them going missing and not returning as they should have. That's why I'm here now, to make sure that I do my damnedest to find them, and to make sure that that mistake is not made again. I'm here humbly asking you for your help in this. Because if you are anything like I am, you also feel a sense of responsibility for them not coming back.
Why do you think I'm up here having this conversation with you?
I know, and I appreciate it more than I can say. But I think you also know why we need to go in there.
Okay, I didn't write down how long the Fallen Stars have been missing, but let's just say it's been a year by this point.
Alright, cool.
So
Gwyn slowly starts sliding his notebook on like a semi-fresh page with a list of questions onto the desk with a pen, just like slowly kind of waggling his eyebrows.
Beautiful.
Onyx, is currently having a bit of a stare down with Revelry through his glasses, just like trying to take Revelry's measure. Now, give me persuasion or deception. Don't tell me which.
Okay. Let me find my sheet.
Is
my
the
notes.
file? Is the file that Onyx has? Is it like a thick file or a thin file?
It's fairly thick. There are like a lot of papers in there.
Altaria, I can feel us both on a similar wavelength, so I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Oh,
Are we gonna
7.
try and either pull a switcheroo with the notebook and the file, or just steal the file off the desk?
I was asking because I was going to be like obvious. I was trying to get a measure of like there's a lot of adventures that have come through that they have just collected information on, and like it's very much a you go to the shelter, you get a new cat, it disappears, and you have the vet information but no cat. And so I was like, how much information are we going to get out of this, and how much are we going to find out about the other museums, teams, and stuff as a result? Not that it's helpful because they're gone forever apparently, but you know,
you don't know that.
You don't
we
know
don't
that.
know that.
Know
no.
that
Maybe
there
there's
are
a thriving
fates worse
society.
than death.
Okay. I went for a thriving society in the canyon, and you went fate worse than death.
There are 2 train twins.
Yeah. Now that you've
Lord.
said this, though, the switcheroo sounds like it could be interesting.
Right? What's your sleight of hand?
Oh, baby. Let me tell you what my sleight of hand is.
Because mine's only a +2, and I have a feeling yours is better.
Oh, wait, no. My sleight of hand is +1. My investigation
Perfect.
is +8.
Perfect. A +1 and a +2. We've got this in the bag.
Onyx leans forward over the desk, and by the way, his hand is now pressing firmly down upon the file.
Oops.
That's gonna be very hard to sneak away. You guys already know that, for you who are scheming in the back. He's leaning over the desk and looking at Revelry.
Now kiss. Out of character. Oh my god, out of character. I'm sorry. Yeah, Revelry does have bardic inspiration. So whenever you're done doing your roll, Cryptid, I gave it to you last time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I would love to use that, please.
Go ahead.
What is it?
You're supposed to do either deception or persuasion.
No. What dice is the bardic inspiration?
I'm pretty sure it's a D8, right?
I thought it was a D6. Let me see. Yeah, I got.
Hold on. I got it up here.
We have 3 bards between us, and none of you know what you roll.
Gently's is lower than your guys' is, because Gently does not have as many bard levels.
Yes, it is a D8. It is a D8. So roll a D8.
So that's an 8. I got a 1. Revelry has never rolled well.
Yeah, it's fair.
Listen.
It's okay. Revelry. You have so many faces of the party.
We're fucking like an angelic Sephirim here, motherfucker. There's so many faces.
So he's leaning forward over the desk, and he's staring at Revelry specifically. Tell me you are not going there to throw away your life.
Dubhán here. We are definitely not throwing away our lives. We have plans for trains.
I am Gwyn. I must agree. Have you ever heard of the humble train? Why would I go to some sort of terrible hole and die there when there are trains waiting for me above?
I love
I'm not gonna die.
They cannot kill me. I am, as the kids say, a bad bitch.
Oh my gosh.
We are simply built different, Your Honor.
I need the twins and Zyzie to give me insight rolls.
Yes!
Of course.
Roll.
Before we get to Revelry's answer, Revelry cannot make an insight roll because Revelry right now is getting the full attention of this guy.
Oof.
And you go, ooh, ah, bless you. Except
Me
you're a
making
robot,
pheromone
fuck.
rape.
A 6!
Okay, so, Zyzie and Dubhán, as you guys are carrying on, you see his lip twitch a little. He's trying so hard not to laugh. Because this is serious business, but you guys, you've been, cracking him up. And he's trying so hard to continue being serious. He's trying so hard not to laugh.
So good at this.
Well, I don't think Revelry can physically smile, but I do think that if he could, he would be right now. I love that.
So, what is Revelry's answer?
I'm not going to make the same mistakes twice. I can promise you that.
Oh, you expeditioners. And he, leans back, the intimidating aura disappears. He just kind of, shakes his head. You're crazy. And he, takes the file and opens it. Revelry, you get a really quick look before he starts paging through it. These are the records for all of the expedition teams that have A, registered with the Geology Museum, and B, been in contact with the Geology Museum.
Yo.
Which is why it's such a thick file.
Yo.
Let's see. Last team to successfully come out. He starts flipping through it before he goes, yes. And it's a fair distance through the file, but and there are a few pages left on the right side. When he pulls out a couple of pages and places them down on the desk.
Big eyeballs.
Looking.
Looking.
So one of them is a team who's with the Geology Museum, and another is a team that is registered in New Saludan. Hold on a sec, as I generate a name for one of them, because I'm pulling this out of my ass.
The Saludan Steelers!
Like a football team?
Yes, like a football team. Get it? Because they steal.
That's right.
Yeah.
Meow, that's right.
My god.
fuck, man?
You're never gonna get better than the New Saludan Steelers.
Are you trying to come up with the group name or a people name?
I'm trying to come up with a group name. Right, there is. Unfortunately, I'm flipping through my notebook and not finding anything.
Canyon crawlers?
So the one from the Geology Museum is called the Canyon Crawlers.
Yes. Nice.
Like it.
And okay, hold on. Yeah, and the one from New Saludan is called the River Runaways. There is another team in New Saludan called that. They're just not, interested in we're probably interested enough in coming this way, or you don't know, maybe they skipped the town.
That's fair.
And as he places these two down, he closes the file and taps on both of them. These teams came back all in one piece, though he pauses for a moment, taps on the River Runaways, goes, a few of them had been hurt.
Hurt how?
Well, a couple of them couldn't agree on what exactly had attacked them in the middle of the night. They had the member that they had been carrying back here for some proper medical attention had weird marks.
Weird marks?
Yeah, even in the 20 years that the howl and whistle noise, as some people call it, have been happening over there, I've never seen anything like it.
You said in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Were those, the other group that were not hurt, correct?
Yes, but they had, they had come back to us with reports of, destroyed buildings in Canyon Falls. Like something very large had, bulldozed right through them.
There's buildings in there?
Canyon Falls? You know, the town? Canyon Falls?
Oh! Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's a canyon. I forgot there was a town there.
We're canyon pilled.
The Canyon Crawlers talked about the town Canyon Falls, which lies at the top of one side of the canyon. Which is where you guys were asked to, go to and connect with the sheriff there about.
We've been so excited about the canyon, I forgot there was another town after this one.
We forgot there was a whole town.
A whole town.
So the Canyon Crawlers, they entered into Rattlesnake Canyon, correct? They didn't just stop at Canyon Falls and come back with reports. They entered in.
Yeah. There was, I don't know, it didn't make a lot of sense to me what they told me. I thought they needed a break.
Are there any of them that would be willing to speak with us about what they saw?
I'm not here now, unfortunately.
Is there anyone in town that hails from Pistol Rise? Or has traveled to Pistol Rise recently?
Nobody's traveled to Pistol Rise straight from here recently. They all started going around. Especially after, well, especially after a couple of our expedition teams just flat didn't come back.
Understood. Is there anyone, though, that went around the canyon but still has visited Pistol Rise and come back recently?
I suppose they probably went to Tartanis and up around the mountains to get there if they had. I'm not sure if there's anyone in town who stays here who would have done that. Or would have needed to.
I am Gwyn. I have some further extrapolation questions I would like to have answered, if possible.
Lay 'em straight.
The canyon crawlers and the river runaways, did they have any particular specialties? Were they more heavy hitters, scouts? Obviously, it seems the canyon crawlers were geology focused. Did they have any kind of report that they brought back about the geology of the area?
So, I sent the canyon crawlers to check out the situation. Because, well, a lot of the rattlesnakes have, in more recent times, like, as in a little bit before the Fallen Stars went, had started migrating south away from the canyon, which is rather strange for them. But they didn't come back with any unusual reports on the soil content. Just the noise that's been happening for years is louder there.
And the river runaways?
The River Runaways are a scouting team from Salutin. Or, New Salutin, excuse me. They were very fast, very light group. About the same size as the Fallen Stars. Very proficient with their AudioVizual.
They went in with their AudioVizual.
Yes.
What were their states when they came back in? They also beat up, or?
The AudioVizual were... Forgive me, because I'm not really that well versed in them. I can ride one, sure, but
Did the birds come back?
yes.
Did all of them come back?
He thinks for a moment, looking down at the you know, like notes on this team. Not all the birds came back for the river runaways.
Dubhán is just taking notes right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am Gwyn. I have questions about the artifact.
He glances over at the clerk, and the clerk kind of just like sinks a little bit, and then he looks back. Sure.
Oh, was she not supposed to tell us about that?
Uh-oh.
It's okay,
Oopsie.
sweetie.
For clarity, we do not want them. That is not our mission here. We want information.
Okay.
Yes.
Forgive me.
Understandable.
Some expedition teams come in scouting us specifically, and we don't know it until they're breaking down our doors and setting off our security system.
I am Gwyn. Are they stealing the dirt?
Did you ask if you just killed them?
No, they're a geology museum.
Yeah, they're a
museum.
fucking geology museum. They're not like a museum.
Are they
And
stealing
Gwyn's
rock?
like, why the fuck are they trying to steal dirt?
I genuinely thought you said, "Are they dealing the dirt?" And I was like, "Oh, that must be some slang for like, did you kill them?" And I was like,
That's what I heard too.
I was like, I've never heard that one
You
before.
fucking kill them?
I was thinking more along the lines of illegal drugs when you were talking to
I heard stealing the dirt.
We're doing so good.
We are.
No,
We hear so good.
we here at the museum do keep some amount of artifacts as well. We gotta upkeep the building somehow. And our expedition teams. Other museums pay a pretty price. Some of them don't want to pay.
Gwyn mumbles to himself as he writes like his next set of notes. He's like, some people want to steal dirt artifacts. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Love it.
Dubhán's gonna lean over and in Gwyn's notebook write Detrius.
Detrius!
Detrius.
Ah, yes. Uncle Detrius. I am Gwyn. I am getting off topic. He, like, flips through his little notebook. He's like, 2 main questions I have is, where were the what was the flow of artifact dissemination? Where were the artifacts going?
Well,
Generally.
Generally a couple museums in New Saludin. Hold on, let me pull up my map here. Some of them in Angel's Fang. I think I sold a couple to Tarian Maw.
Tell me more about the Tarian Maw one.
Well, there are a variety of museums there in Tarian Maw. Beyond mining, it's a large city.
Do you not keep extensive records of what artifacts you have and where they go?
I do. Just give me a minute. And he starts sorting. Well, he takes back the thick file and bends over and starts sorting through what sounds like a lot of papers. This is the DM trying to think of something, okay?
We're at the DMV, guys.
Yes.
I must tell you, my good bone eater, that I spent 30 minutes earlier going through and formulating a theory having to do with the dissemination of artifacts from Canyon Falls being related to the situation with the noise and the last 20 years of overall, what would you say, terror that has gripped the land around the area. Along with the general death toll and such.
That is a sound theory. Here it is. And he pulled out a piece of paper and pushes his glasses up to look at it. Also, you can just call me Onyx. If Bone Chewer is harder for you to say.
I am Gwyn. I am naturally rude, unfortunately.
I see. And he just returns his attention to the piece of paper. The specific artifacts we sent to Tarian-Ma includes strange, the descriptive, mechanical box, which we believed belonged to a wizard in the Hero's Age. The History Museum of Tarian-Ma wanted that. And yes, the primitive tool for digging. I had sent it up there to the Dwarven Museum of Mining to see if they can determine which age it's from. Turns out it was before the Age of Heroes, which is very interesting.
Well, just
So,
out of character.
Yeah,
Sorry, what was it? What was it? I'm sorry. What was it again that they found that they were talking about that was before the Age of Heroes?
A primitive digging tool.
Yes.
A primitive what?
Digging tool.
Mining.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They got fucking cow tools.
There you go, cow tools. Gotcha. Okay. Cow tools. Alright. Gotcha.
You asked specifically about the artifacts that were sent to Tarian-Ma. So,
yes.
One was a mechanical box that was sent to the Tarian-Ma History Museum.
Okay.
And the other was basically a primitive mining tool, which Onyx had sent to the Dwarven Museum of Mining to get it, dated, carbon dated, basically.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Tangentially related to this, what kinds of artifacts were commonly coming out of Canyon Falls?
That's a separate. And he goes back down to sort through pages, placing the one he'd found back where it belongs. Is it? Mela, and the card goes, yes? Where are the Canyon Fall records? Oh, please tell me you haven't lost them again. Well, go find them. Yes! And they hurry through the door down to the basement. Might be a bit if we can find them. Your next question? While we wait on that one.
How often do you talk to other museum curators? Are you yourself a museum curator of the Curator with Teams guy?
Yes. I am this museum's curator.
Gwyn leans a little closer to the counter and kind of gives a closer, like, squinty-eyed. And he's like, aha, I am Gwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Does you yourself, Onic Bone Cruncher, do you have influence on what expedition teams are sent to and through this area to Canyon Falls?
If they're willing to listen to me, yes.
If?
Look, I'm not the bigger museum here. The bigger museum in Eliaswood is the Sociology Museum. And if they decide that they want to send teams that are clearly unready, there's nothing I can do about it.
Eliaswood Sociology Museum.
Yes.
I can spell. And Gwyn makes a point to write this down.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, how does this sort of thing with curators work? Is it like a mail chain?
Depends.
Yeah, got it.
Really depends. If I recall correctly, and Onyx looks over at Revelry. Your partner at that time actually contacted me through magic. Yes?
That's correct. I do believe it's kind of a hat toss, depending on the means and methods of communication each of the museums have. Sorry.
So, I do have a fairly good relationship with Bernard. Thusly,
Bernard.
Thusly, when he's not frazzled, apparently, can contact me through magic. But that is not always the case. A lot of the time, we get carrier pigeons. You know what I mean.
So, I am Gwyn. Hypothetically, of course, hypothetically, if, say, perhaps, at least one or perhaps several museums in conjunction or perhaps conspiracy were cooperating with each other to feed the canyon expedition teams. Feed is such a strong word, of course. If they were responsible for sending underprepared expedition teams to Canyon Falls who just so happen to not return for one reason or another. It would be entirely possible, and within the bounds of the limitations of your communications with each other, for this group of museums to get away with this hypothetical scenario, entirely unchallenged by other curators of museums?
Yes, but, well, whatever any other museums decide to get rid of the competition, I do not do that.
You do not do that. Do you perhaps could think potentially of museums who you may potentially believe could resort to similar tactics as this hypothetical thought experiment?
He thinks for a moment. Hold on a sec. Let me pull up my pantheon.
You know it's good when God has to get the gods involved.
Yeah.
I need you to know I'm writing in my notes. Hypothetical, yes. The canyon is being fed expeditioners.
There is a possibility that there are museums who are sending, their competitions expedition teams to the canyon to get rid of them.
It's a conspiracy!
It's a conspiracy.
Except it's not, because apparently it's a legitimate thing they do!
That's so messed up.
Why would they do that?
This is the Wild West! And
It's not paranoia.
It's eat or be eaten.
uh-huh.
It's not paranoia if you're really out to get you.
Possibly literally in this case.
Yeah, but
Onyx
do they
is-
just like?
Hmm?
Do they accept the mission because they have big egos or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say there's a myriad of reasons why you'd accept, right? You're a desperate small museum. You haven't had a successful heist in a while. You've got a big ego. You don't like them.
Uh-huh.
Maybe your curator doesn't like you.
Yeah. There's
Why did the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
there are plenty of reasons.
I mean, we're here.
Actually,
Everybody starts like looking at each other at this point, like, how good of terms are we on with Bernard?
yeah, last. Somebody pranks.
But I mean, why are expedition groups going on missions made up by other museums that don't like them?
Maybe it's not known.
It's the dissemination of information.
Gesture of goodwill.
It could be that. It could be that the museum that doesn't like the other museum conveniently left this information in, not an easy to find place, but a place they knew that this upstart museum would find.
Oh.
It's that kind of level of subterfuge.
Okay.
Onyx is doing honest business here.
Oh, she's so cool.
I'm once again trying to think up of a name for museum.
I think this is becoming after this game, Hart needs to put together, like, a general list of, like, at least 2 museums per city, more or less, unless they're small ones.
Yeah, I really should do that.
Science Museum of the Arts.
Art Museum of the Sciences. They're rivals.
Archive of Interesting Things.
Maybe their curators can.
Nice.
Artifact Central.
Artifact Local. Artifact Midwest.
Artifact Farm.
Steven's Wacky Artifact.
Artifact Mountain Time.
Yeah.
I
Oops.
believe
Oops.
the
Artifacts.
if I had to guess, the cultist museum in Angel's Fang might be trying some shady shit like that.
Cultists have you museums?
Why not?
Well, I think it's more like it's a museum about cultists rather than the cultists are running. Well, then it kind of could be like, you know what? You might have a point. It might just be like they are like, oh, here's some cool information about cultists. You want to learn more about the cults? You want to join this cult?
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I'm
the
thinking.
pipeline is real.
So of the cultist museum, and oh, by the way, if you're interested, and it's being run by cultists, but they don't advertise that in the pamphlets.
Probably don't call it that, but I know it's a cultist museum.
Have I heard of this one? I heard that there's kind of like a genuine like.
There's
they're gonna do
in Angel's Fang, there is a museum that researches the the progress of religions that aren't recognized by the current government.
So it's illegal.
No, museums aren't illegal. They are
sorry.
Gathering information on quote unquote gathering information on unrecognized religions.
So they're a museum of narcs and snitches.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just like nodding his head as Onyx mentions this one, just like, yep, shady.
They have I've heard through a number of different people that they have a little too much information on Ichiru's following. So
this one's fucking a Triru again.
The god of lies, tricksters, and thieves.
Oh, thank God it's not the one I accidentally undefaced.
No.
I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Because speaking of like why curators, why museums would take jobs, why did the like Tri-Blade Archives originally send us on this mission?
So,
like the Fallen Stars, not
the Fallen Stars were originally sent on this mission because, well, everyone else had stopped because you keep sending your people there and they disappear, they're probably dying. But you and Bernard got a piece of information that there might be something from another plane causing this. which is why it's
Where did
your
we get that piece of
business.
information?
Roll
Do we
me a
know where we
history
got that
check.
info?
Roll me a history check.
I have never needed to roll well before. I need to roll well on this. Oh gosh, I don't know if there's any way I can get like. I wish I did. Okay. What is my history? I suggest more and more. I'm like, why did I make Revelry a charisma build when I've been trying to do so much intelligence build with it? Like, why did I do?
Listen.
Look.
Listen. When all of your friends are like, haha, let's be charisma builds, peer pressure is real, and it has come for Revelry.
You are charisma builds because you're a warlock and a paladin, and you can't not be with that kind of multi-class. You don't you don't exactly remember where the piece of information came from. You know it was important or important enough to send someone to investigate. You know it was credible enough to send something to investigate. At least you think it was, which is why you sent the Fallen Stars.
We were going really kind of like, there's something here, like, there's like something for us to gather. It was us being like, oh, disappeared, and there is something plainer here. We need to investigate.
Yeah. The thing is because so the Fallen Stars disappeared, which means this must mean that there is something extraplanar happening there. We need to investigate. We need more people.
We're not learning this lesson. This is the
The other thing is that the reason why expedition teams take jobs like this is because expeditioning is dangerous. You could possibly get something really great out of it, but you know that every mission you go on is dangerous. So anyways, back to being in character.
Yes.
Back to
sorry.
No, this is perfect.
It's very good.
Art.
I got some info.
Yes.
Oh, I might say. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I may have to do I'm figuring a history check for this. Would Dubhán know anything about the museums of Titlecard? I'm figuring that whenever they heard that their uncle had gone there, they may have looked into it a little bit, and I don't know if maybe there would have been something in Bernard's mail or something like that.
Okay, roll me a history check.
Okay. I was trying to figure out if this stuff is ringing bells.
Mm-hmm.
History. I can read with my eyeballs. 3. $15.
So you know that Titlecard as a city began as a small mining town. As such, there are, a larger number of dwarves there. Because dwarves, gnomes, that's kind of their bread and butter. It had become a city before your uncle had moved there, but it became better when your uncle moved there. So there are at least 4 museums there. So 2 of them have been mentioned, the Dwarven Mining History Museum. Wait. Yeah.
Mhm.
The Dwarven
We have
Mining History Museum and the Tarian-Ma History Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Which, the Tarian-Ma History Museum more focuses on, like, historical events
Mm-hmm.
that happened, close to the area, which is why they were interested in the wizard's box.
Mm-hmm. Wizard.
Because they often research, like, historical events that might have happened in and around the canyon and around Pistol Rise, that
Mm-hmm.
sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The other two museums, the third museum is a Arcanists museum. So they focus on magic specifically. Kind of like the same way a science museum is.
Mm-hmm.
But for magic. And the fourth one is, it's a very small museum of art.
Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, there wouldn't have been anything necessarily implying shady behavior from any of them, is there?
No, not that you can remember.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot, and it's a larger town because it's Tarian-Ma. I don't have my map. I had it up, and it's disappeared again. But they're not necessarily... If there's shady stuff happening, Tarian-Ma is probably not... The museums of Tarian-Ma is probably not where to look.
Yeah.
As far as Dubhán can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all that I had question-wise, because I figured Dubhán may have looked into it, so... And who?
I'm looking through... So, I feel like we've got a lot of information for the canyon. For, like, last session, I have, like, who has the artifacts, where are they, what are they, which we've answered. I also have who's the Deadman's hand. I don't know if we wanted to get more information.
You haven't necessarily asked more, because specifically you asked about the artifacts that the Geology Museum sent to Tarian-Ma. That came from
not
Rattlesnake.
The ones that came...
Well, that came from Canyon Falls. And then you asked about the ones from Canyon Falls, and Mela, the clerk, had to be sent to find those records.
And she's still finding those records.
Yes.
So we haven't asked about the ones from specifically Rattlesnake Canyon. Or are those the ones where it's like Canyon Falls has gotten artifacts from Rattlesnake Canyon, or is it just the ones that Canyon Falls have?
It's the thing of the ones that come specifically through Canyon Falls would be in those records.
Okay, perfect. We ask for... Do we think that would be good information, guys? Or do we think that we've gotten all of our questions answered?
More information is always good.
Yes.
That is true.
What kind of artifacts did y'all get specifically from Rattlesnake Canyon?
Well, as I said, the wizard's box, the primitive tools. I wish I had those records. Nala! He pauses, waiting for a minute. just kind of grumbles under his breath before turning back. Off the top of my head, he snaps his fingers, remembering something. There was this strange kind of metal, and we sent it to you guys, your museum.
A metal, like why can't I find the word? Like the material or
The material was strange. From our tests, we couldn't figure out where exactly it came from. You see his eyes kind of light up, that, that feverish curiosity of where did this thing come from? What kind of, like, pressure and, like, soil content would create a metal like this sort of deal?
Right? Oh man, and we took it. Oh, you know what? Do I know about this metal? Do I remember us getting it?
So he mentions this, and it clicks into place. This is the the evidence that had you guys send fallen stars to this place in the first place.
It was the weird metal.
It's the weird metal that among your tests you found that it comes from a different plane, which is why you got involved.
This metal, man.
Alien. Alien.
Wonder if there's more.
We don't have that anymore. We
sent
it all to you. When we couldn't figure
that metal
out where
is why we came.
Where does it come from? Do you know?
I feel like it would be good. I'd be good to give this. Do I know what plane specifically, or just that it was extraplanar?
You don't know what plane specifically, which is why the investigation started.
Well, we don't know specifically, but we do. Our tests did indicate that it was from another plane, which is why we sent out the fallen stars.
That explains
more information.
Was this metal from a particular place in the canyon?
One of our teams, not the ones who all came back, but a couple from a team that's now mostly dead, came back with this piece of metal.
Mm-hmm.
From
How far into the canyon did they get it from? Was it like a brief jaunt in, or did they make it fairly far?
They continued on from Canyon Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they got deeper into the canyon before they heard that noise, that howling noise.
Is there a portal?
I was gonna say,
character. Sorry.
Is it like in Arceus? It just kind of goes, and there's some random Pokemon there for a bit, chucking stuff at you.
We just don't know, do we now,
Are we about to face Inte?
You wish.
Kyogre's gonna eat us.
Kyogre.
Out of character,
Yeah,
you don't know yet.
This isn't his house.
It's not our house either.
Where's the ocean?
Yeah, it's Groudon.
I mean, I figured that if I were an aquatic Pokemon suddenly in the desert, I'd be kind of mad and start eating people too. Like, that was kind of the truth. You know.
Guys. It's the fucking Reggie.
Reggie Rock!
That's right, this is Reggie Rock.
Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, like... They're eating people.
We're gonna face down Team Rocket.
They couldn't describe to me what had attacked them there.
In a... the stories don't align, or in a... who knows the words to describe this terrible eldritch experience?
They didn't really have the words to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
They tried, but it didn't make any sense.
Could you perchance tell us it anyway? Even if it doesn't make sense, perhaps it will make sense before too long?
He thinks for a second. One of them says there was a single bright light.
Mm-hmm.
And a terrifying sound. And then this giant thing came barreling towards them. One of them described it like some kind of caravan.
Oh my gosh. Right. Is it? No. Mm-mm.
I swear.
It is.
Wait, airplane?
Gwyn like finishes writing and then just like drops his pen.
This is me giving you information before, like, that you are supposed to have from the one shot. But you're supposed to get it in Canyon Falls, but whatever.
We're so good at this!
We're doing it live! Whatever! I'm tired of holding it back from you.
Wait, guys, what if the weird metal is what the train's made out of?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gwyn just like throws his fucking notebook down and he's like Dubhán!
Dubhán's going through his pockets looking for the last letter from Zalbert where they were drawing the diagrams again.
Trains are on schedules, Dubhán!
Onyx just like rapidly blinks and leans back from the explosive, strange lizard person.
And he grabs his notebook back up and he starts flipping through the pages and he's like, oh my god. Oh sweet dragons. Oh my god.
Dubhán's gonna pull it out.
It's a train whistle! It could be a train whistle, Dubhán!
Dubhán's gonna show the blueprint to Onyx and be like, does this perchance seem like it
The snakes! The vibrations of the trains on the tracks, Dubhán!
The strange whistling! The weird whistling!
The whistling!
The whistling howl!
Why no one came back? They are being put upon the trains that are underground! Underground trains! They are not affected by the desert heat!
So, Maestro, there's some really loud yelling coming from the Geology Museum.
He can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It sounds like Gwyn yelling about a train. You might want to actually, get yourself over there.
So Maestro's like, oh, they mentioned trains again, didn't they? Yeah, he'll hop on over.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy revelations. Get in here.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, Heart, permission for him to be in a fluffy bathrobe?
As long as he has his clothes with him,
Sure.
He can be in a fluffy bathrobe.
Okay. He's coming over in a fluffy bathrobe.
Loved it.
The doors just swing open. They do that the wall, thing. Where the doors swing open and he's just standing there in his bathrobe, and he just waves. It's a really nice bathrobe. Oh my god, it's so soft.
By the way, it says here in my notes, I actually flipped back a couple of pages. 6 months ago was the last time the falling stars were seen.
Okay.
So presumably, that was 6. So if we want to keep in line what they've been missing for quote unquote a year, it was 6 months ago was the last time they were seen. 6 months ago, as in here where we are now. Yeah. So they would have been 6 months ago. They would have left the museum.
Yeah.
Or the canyon. Yeah.
Yeah. 6 months before that. So a year, 6 months passed. They were last seen here, and then 6 months has passed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically, trains are kidnapping people, right? Possibly eating them. We don't know. Maybe.
Possibly. Because I'm still holding up. I'm still in the denial stage of grief right now.
Dubhán has a flute. Can Dubhán hand the blueprint to Onyx and pull out the flute?
Oh my god.
Okay, yes. So for that, I'm gonna need you to make a performance check.
Yes!
You can do it, because you've heard what a train sounds like.
I am giving bardic inspiration. I need this to happen, and I need this to be beautiful.
Can we get the help action somehow? Is there anything we can do?
You can do it.
I don't need the inspiration.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I can take it, but I'll hold it.
You lift the flute to your mouth and you almost, because it's not as loud, but you almost perfectly replicate that noise. And Onyx looks at the diagram, looks up at you, and just his expression rapidly changes through from confusion, realization, grief.
He goes through all of it. He just goes through all the stages right there.
We are the best ones for this.
This is the best thing ever, Heart, and I want you to know that.
That noise, in the north of town, Old Sawyer's heard it. I've heard it, because I live just north of town. Wakes me up in the morning. Every morning.
Gwyn puts his hands on Dubhán's shoulders, and he is like shaking the both of them, and he's like, Dubhán,
Gwyn.
we must liberate these trains from the hands of whomever these evildoers are.
They are killing people with trains.
Trains, Dubhán!
Or at the very least, they are abducting them.
Abducting them!
That's not what trains are for.
However, this does make our job a lot easier, Dubhán.
It also makes it a lot harder if the locals are terrified of them.
I was really hoping it would be an animal. Zyzie says that.
Onyx just kind of like sputters a little bit before. It would be so much easier if it was.
No! This is most excellent! You do not see before you two of the most well-trained train engineers who are perfectly capable of stealing and deciphering these trains' mechanics and their routes! Truly, we will be able to put a stop to this and not die!
The train must be controlled by someone, be driven by someone, and kept running by someone and something. They must be feeding something to keep the train running, whether it be steam or something. And therefore,
an artifact, perhaps!
An artifact, perhaps. We can take it away from them. There is still a person or creature that we can face.
And knowledge of trains is limited! It will be so easy to find out who is behind this because of the fact that it is a limited and highly new technology. At least down here.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard of a train. At this point, Nella, like, opens the door, just kind of, like, timidly and looks around. Boss, the records for Canyon Falls, they're gone. I think they might have been stolen.
I had a feeling!
Onyx lets out a big, heavy sigh.
Oh no.
You yourself, Onyx Bone Chewer!
Yes.
You are able to get in contact with Bernard, yes?
Personally, I can't cast magic.
That's fine. I need your assistance, most hastily, between all of us of our team and you, we can begin to narrow down and get to the bottom of this.
Alright.
How do you mean?
We need Bernard to get in contact with Zalbert. We need to find out if there has been anyone notable who has come to the area in the last 20 years. Clearly, it would be someone who has been to the college, or perhaps someone who would have access to the knowledge of train. We must get in contact with Detrius, post haste!
I'm not gonna lie. I need a list of everybody we got contact now. I can only cast sending twice.
Why do you think we're sending letters, bestie?
That's fair. Wait, the snakes were leaving from
Rattlesnake Canyon.
From north. Yeah, no. From Airedale? Pistol Rise? Pistol Rise.
No,
They're going through
the snakes are coming south from the canyon to Elyaswood.
Yes. And we were theorizing that it could be all the way north to Pistol Rise and potentially Terry and Ma, because Terry and Ma, I'm doing it again. Terry and Ma, there was an emergency there, and that's why Detrius went. So who knows if there is trains involved? Maybe if we don't know how far this train line could possibly go. Perhaps it is all the way north to Terry and Ma, and the line just goes all the way down here and is chasing the rattlesnakes out of the canyon, but it is actually a wider problem.
Dubhán, think perhaps of the geology exhibits. They were talking that the canyon itself could go into the Underdark. There could be trains in the Underdark.
Subterranean.
Subterranean.
Yes. It's called Subterranean here.
Perfect.
The dark under.
There's just something down under.
It's a subway.
Out of character, I must remind you that Bernard said that the sheriff of Canyon Falls does have information for you.
Dude, we're gonna roll up and be like, motherfucker, give us your information. We already know everything.
The trains. It's the trains, dude.
It's the trains.
All I'm hearing is we have enough time between Elyaswood and Canyon Falls to make a brochure on what trains are.
Dude,
so we can roll
have enough time to turn everyone else on this goddamn team into our little, like, train depot agent minions. We'll be training them in trains.
Do it.
Congrats. Train time.
Okay, so I've written down, ask Bernard to get in contact with Zalbert and get information on who has been around the trains. There?
Yeah, oh my god, I'm losing my voice, Jesus.
And Ellisvire?
Yeah, basically, Gwyn is asking Bernard to ask Zalbert to start fishing for information on, if anyone notable in Erelon basically left the country 20 years ago, give or take, or, like, before 20 years ago. Because that was when the trains would have happened, but obviously they would have had to have been, like, laying track and shit before that.
Yeah.
I mean, to
so
be fair,
it's Zalbert, do research for us, pretty please.
I have a question. Just out of character a bit.
Yeah.
Do these folks that are running these particular archives, Onyx and his minion there, do they have a listing of, like, when the what you call it have been viewed? Like, I'm thinking like a library checkout listing. Like, if people check it out, or if there's like, this was last accessed in blah 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 time, you know, or anything. Is there anything along those lines? Because I'm focusing on the whole they can't find the records thing.
So those records were stolen. They don't allow people to take the records outside of the museum.
Okay, all right.
Which is why the records that Gwyn and Dubhán asked for last time were brought up by Onyx, and Onyx is carefully keeping an eye on them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I just was curious about that. So they don't get checked out at all, not even amongst among other archivist folks.
No.
Yeah, I think this is internal only.
This is an internal only. If other museums wanted to pay for the information,
right.
Onyx and Mela would make a copy, basically.
Okay.
And probably use one of their expedition teams to send the copy to the museum who is paying. So
Gotcha.
it's literally, this information is very guarded.
Do we think now is a good time to take a short break?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So, Onyx writes down your request for a letter to Bernard, and says that he'll get to it, shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to break. I need to get water.
Okay, yes.
Perfect.
Me too. Alright. I'll be back in just a bit.
I wasn't joking about losing my voice. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Yeah.
Channeled Gwyn too hard.
Yeah. Okay, but imagine with me, Bluejay. Okay.
Yeah.
I've not seen that Drawfee episode, and now I need to. I'm like a bug train, kind of like Dinosaur Train.
Dinosaur Train.
Yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff with that.
where the conductor is a bug and
Yes.
the passengers are bugs.
Yes. We can have the passenger car for bugs. They can start a new life wherever they so please.
all the flying bugs and all the really, really big bugs aren't gonna go on the train, but all the slow bugs can get on the train.
Yeah. Kind of
Also,
like
I
how
can't.
Go ahead.
Well, I should probably say it with everyone here. I can't go longer than 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. I think it's you and me at the minute, so we'll let them know when they come back. But how'd your thing go yesterday?
I was just dress rehearsal.
Dress rehearsal? Gotcha.
Yeah, I got the concert tonight.
Gotcha. Ah, gotcha. All rehearsed.
It was kind of a mess on Monday's rehearsal. But
Mhm.
I feel like it came together more yesterday.
Nice.
So that's
Gotcha.
good.
Yes. It's one of those where it's like if the dress rehearsal goes chaotically or poorly, then it's like, oh dear, walk it in. But improving is real good.
That's why drum guy got kicked out. Well,
Oh, that's
for everyone
right.
else,
Yeah.
not kicked out, but he had
Removed
to
from.
swap drum parts with someone who could do it better.
For the best. That's funny. It's like the guy that they put on the triangle instead of anything brass.
I think they put him on bass drum. Which does a lot less. I'm pretty sure because it's fanfare for the common man, so it's just like the opening boom boom and yeah.
Gotcha. Goodness. Oh. Is this your last one for the semester, or do you have more?
Yeah, this is it until we go on break for the summer, and then we start rehearsal up in August, and our first concert's in October.
Gotcha. So he's got time to practice.
Yeah. He's got time to learn how to count. Which is shocking for a percussionist. I feel bad talking about him right now.
I getcha. You're good.
He's good at like drum kit. He can if he was in a rock band, he would do perfectly fine.
Gotcha. It's the words just left. It's the situation, not necessarily the overall skill. Yeah. Gotcha. Just realized like 4 of us have our things purple on here.
Yeah, it's all purple and Cryptid's yellow. Purple and blue. And
orange.
Cryptid.
That looks yellow. But yeah, gotcha.
Maybe I'll change my color to be green. If I can figure out how.
Right click on your name on the players list.
Oh.
Yeah, I just figured that out too. I did not do it correctly the first time. Do that. Maybe that doesn't necessarily look more orange, but it's vaguely orange. I just need to be distinctive enough.
Green.
I don't think that changed it. I think it's just It's like, yes, surely this will be perfect. And then it's like, no. Oh, okay. Pink? Sure, pink it is. But yeah. No, I get you.
I'd been waiting for so long to drop that information. That it's a train, guys!
I'm still in denial.
Just happens to be where our train of thought led us, huh?
I was expecting a giant rattlesnake.
Me too. Maybe there's a rattlesnake driving the train.
There should be a rattlesnake driving the train. And then we can do the whole snakes on the train joke gag.
Where my thought went though, like, I thought it was a creature, and I'm like, it still is. They're just driving the train now. We're fighting the conductor of the dinosaur train.
I need to make an edit.
I can't believe our beautiful trains have been besmirched in this way. The honor of the train. Yeah. A train can be a creature if you love it enough.
I legally cannot say anything. You'll find out more. You just have to go to Canyon Falls.
Stop.
Yes.
So I guess we're going to Canyon Falls, huh, guys?
We're gonna roll up and be like, yo, we know exactly what your problem is. We're experts. We got this. And they'll be like, who are you?
Exactly.
Like, you've been a team for 4 months and you
guys came wearing train wrangling outfits.
Yes, exactly.
We've got our ass-kicking boots on.
The train wranglers. There you go.
It's okay. I don't know that we've talked about this, but that's literally Dubhán and Gwyn's backstory. They were so the idea was that they know the trains because they rode with it.
Stop.
They basically work security for like train bouncers in Airlon.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, awesome.
That's why we're like, this is phenomenal. This is basically the turns have tabled here.
Yes.
We're the ones stealing the train now.
There you go. So we're gonna have us a good old-fashioned train heist, huh? in the truest cowboy fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the Cultist Museum is the Museum of Unrecognized Religious Practices. They are not hiding it very well.
And at the bottom, there's a little addendum that's just like, and they totally should be recognized. Thank you very much. Boy, I bet the train twins are all like, they don't even have like the passengers pamphlets. They don't even have pamphlets for the passengers telling when the train times are. I mean, come on. Stop, kitty.
How are they supposed to be able to use the train if they don't have a schedule?
Exactly.
Or well-maintained stop?
Exactly. And they'll be like walking around looking at someone, they're like, you don't even have the passages listed, the stops and stuff listed in a nice little map with a "you are here" over here pointing an arrow to where you are. I mean, that's just, you can't have that.
The emergency egress paths are not clearly labeled and explained. There is no safety guidelines. They're just stealing people or hurting them.
Yes, exactly. There's probably a snake driving the train. Is the snake even licensed to drive the train? I mean, come on.
Yeah, like there are no clearly marked railroad crossings. There's nothing.
Yes, exactly.
Fortunate.
Exactly. This is just man, the train twins are just gonna go absolutely hog wild on this. I'm telling you. I look forward
to
it.
They went to college for this.
That's right. That is exactly right.
Now anybody can just hop a train and start running people over.
Anybody thinks that any young punk from the other side of the tracks can throw a conductor cap on their head and call themselves a conductor? Okay.
Rude.
So rude.
Terrorizing the neighbors. Like, how are you ever going to convince them that this is a beneficial thing if all you do is terrorize?
Exactly. That is not the purpose of the train. The purposes of the train is to get you from this station to that station in a timely and efficient manner.
You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe Arceus is the one driving the train, or Rayquaza. You're right. Rayquaza is the actual snake. Rayquaza is 10 times better.
Rayquaza driving the train is my current theory.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
It's not really a theory. It's more like a hope.
Yes.
I love it.
A fervent hope. There you go. And imagine the train twins are like just having this conversation amongst each other, this whole time, just chatting back and forth.
Isn't Rayquaza banned from the battle subway? It's like you can't bring legendaries or anything. I swear Rayquaza's on the list. Dude really took it. Yep, on the list. Took it personally.
There you go.
You know who's not on the list? Dubhán and Gwyn.
Rude. Absolutely uncalled for.
Illegal.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, totally illegal.
Trying to remember.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so I want you guys to know that this mission comes directly from a one-shot I found. Do not I'll tell you the name of the one-shot after we finish it.
Okay.
But, like, the one shot still hasn't started yet, but technically it has started now because fuck it, I'm making the information piecemeal.
Awesome.
Because it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
That Elias would know at least a little something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Are we ready to start rolling again?
I'm back.
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Onyx has agreed to write letters to Bernard to get information that you've asked for about if there's anyone who's left Erelon, maybe Elsvire specifically, before 20 years back.
Yay! Yippee!
Yeah.
So you will probably get that information when the letter gets to Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to ask Onyx before we move on?
I know I made a note about the map.
Mm-hmm. About the map.
And so, for hypothetical train paths.
Oh, yes, right. You asked for that, and, Mella's like, oh, yeah. And she pulls out, because they actually have been asked this, for multiple times, so they have copies on hand.
Perfect.
So you get a, map of the local area and a map of Rattlesnake Canyon, specifically.
Thank you.
I want to mention that the map of Rattlesnake Canyon has on it towns you've never heard of.
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting.
Beyond Canyon Falls, there are number of listed really small towns, like traveling up the canyon.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
Specifically, like, from Canyon Falls, there's one probably north a day that's dotted. These numerous very small towns seem to, like, pepper the area between Canyon Falls, Ashfall, and Pistol Rise.
They're like Dollar General stores or something. They just popping up everywhere.
Very tiny towns, you know, sort of deal.
Illegal train stations.
Listen.
Are you gonna ask about them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh,
Give it.
Those towns don't exist anymore.
Oh,
What? But we still list them because they existed.
Are
well,
they? Go ahead.
that was it. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. You're good. I was just gonna say, is this a recent development or have they been gone for a while?
They started disappearing one by one when when the noises started 20 years back.
Ah.
For a while, we thought they were just, you know, moving on to better pastures.
Arrest them for property destruction. Got it.
Only, only rather recently we heard from the sheriff of Canyon Falls that, no, those towns just don't plain exist anymore. Something's been destroying them. And it's just like the kind of quiet horror on his face as his eyes flick to the train diagram of like,
Oh.
what what kind of thing is there?
Worry about it. I had a question, but it's a different topic. So
Okay.
If we still want to ask questions about the canyon and stuff, let's do that first. Cause it's gonna get. Does anybody else have any other questions about the canyon before we?
Oh, yeah. I have a question, but it's off topic too. Now I'm realizing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good.
Okay. In a similar, vaguely related in the things happening in town and stuff. I had a question regarding Deadman's hand.
Yes.
As you drop that, Onyx like hisses air in through his teeth, and he just kind of straightens up a little, like he's bracing. I see. So you saw that wanted poster at the tavern, didn't you?
Yeah, along with ours.
Yeah, that's standard practice from the bank.
Mm-hmm. Deadman's hand, was that... Oh god, I'm looking through my notes.
What about that bastard?
Okay, I got information on Deadman's hand at one point. Can you remind me, is it he, him?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't write that down and I needed to.
Yeah. Bess, little Bess, Sawyer's niece, or grandniece, mentioned that, like, the wanted poster makes him look meaner than he did when he was going up to the gallows. When he's walking up to the gallows, he just looks sad.
Oh.
She did. I don't know how loud she was when she said that to Revelry, because I'm pretty sure she did say that to Revelry, but yeah.
I've got it down in my notes too.
No.
Dubhán had a 27 perception and got some of it.
Yeah.
So Deadman's hand, was he related to a museum or to a specific expedition group or a gang or something?
He ran his own gang. Used to terrorize us. We sent expeditions to catch him. It was particularly hard. Him and his gang would take him out or leave him with barely an inch of their lives.
So we on our trip here, we ran into the some members of the Feathered Scorpion gang. Would you? Yes, quite a tricky group. Would you say that? I know that Deadman's Hand. That situation changed 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Would you say that they have been in this area more in the last 2 years, or have they been a widespread problem this whole time?
So, to get the facts straight, the Feathered Scorpions gang is what was left of the Deadman's Hands gang, after he got caught and strung up.
Mm-hmm.
The Feathered Scorpion himself, some say he used to be the Deadman's Hand, right-hand man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we haven't seen him around here specifically, but I guess they just moved where they were operating.
Is the religion part new? They were very concerned when we ran into the small group of them. They were very concerned about, oh, where is it? The goddess of destruction.
Onyx, you mentioned religion, and there's first a look of raw confusion, he didn't heard about this, and then you mentioned the goddess of destruction, and his brow furrows. Why'd they have to be chasing after that kind of? Ugh.
Is there something specific about the goddess of destruction that they could be after? Is there a
So I'm not really that well versed in religious history, but ages ago there was a cult following of the goddess of destruction. And over in the Rana Desert, they paid for it. They did something. Cursed the ground.
Oh, that's the big spot.
Yeah.
This is not in character.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they talked about the big spot. Did they?
Ooh, I don't remember.
No,
I
don't think Zyzie talked about the big spot. So I don't think you
Yeah.
guys talked about the big spot.
No.
And Onyx doesn't. Onyx continues. The tales were that they all, died right there because of whatever the hell they did. So if there's someone new, fuck. Ugh. That spells trouble.
Perhaps some survived and joined with the Scorpions then.
Either that or they're offering the Scorpions something they think they can actually have.
True. They did not seem... They seemed afraid of her and not necessarily we are worshiping you because we want to so much as holding it over your head. Deadman's hand could be. Deadman's hand. What led to him getting caught? Was it an expedition team that finally succeeded, or
the Sociology Museum got an ominous tip, and they found him.
What happened when they caught up to him? Did he go without a fight, or did he put up one?
Tale that he did fight until they could tie his hands and feet together. But, well, it's a little suspicious because they found him without some of his weapons. You know, his signature rifle. Gone. Strange.
Signature rifle?
Yeah.
You say? Think someone stole it from him?
Either that or the rest of the gang got fed up with him. Happens.
I'm like drumming my fingers together, out of character.
Yeah, Onyx.
Is there?
Hmm?
You're good. I was gonna ask if there was a wanted poster for said feathered scorpion in a tavern.
You did. Out of character, you saw.
Okay.
I think you might have taken it too.
I think I did. I couldn't remember though, and I didn't know if it was in my notes.
Yeah, you took the wanted poster for the feathered scorpion, and
I did. Yeah.
The barkeep was just like, those feathers, they aren't real. like making a dig at the feathered scorpion specifically. Like that
Fake
man.
feathers.
That man is peacocking. He's got fake feathers, trying to make people believe he's some kind of seraph.
Kind of feather boa.
How
yes,
dare you?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was 1800.
Bright neon colored feathers and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Oh wait, I have that. I keep closing my notes from where I was, and I'm like, no, stop. Was when so 2 years ago. No, stop. Back it up a second. The snakes. You said that the rattlesnakes migrated before the fallen stars went into the canyon.
Yeah.
How long ago? I don't remember if we ever got a time. How long ago the snakes started migrating? Because I know the noises and stuff started 20 years ago.
Yeah, but
no, that was the artifacts.
The howling, whistling noise has been happening for about 20 years.
Okay.
But the rattlesnakes have been migrating more recently.
Say within the past 2 years, or like the past 6 months, or
I'd say year and a half.
Okay. Let's go back over here and write it with the stuff that actually makes sense. Where did I have it? Okay. Here.
Crazy thing is, more recently we've had a couple grave robbers come through.
I'm sorry?
Grave robbers?
Yeah.
Which specific graves or just all the graves?
Well, you were asking about Deadman's hand. And he quietly leaves that implication.
Was that the only one? Or were there multiple?
Yeah, there were multiple, but, you know, someone digging up a infamous bandit got everyone on edge.
And this may be a morbid question to ask, but where was the gravesite?
Those who get hung get buried not far from the gallows.
Happen often?
Not too often.
The other graves that were robbed, were they also people from the gallows?
Yeah. Don't know what they'd want with those, but answering that question is probably...
Yeah. But none in the town were touched, like no civilians, nothing.
No, because those that are in the town are kept watch over by the temple.
Gotcha.
Believe you me, I wouldn't want to tangle with a paladin of Jevoilao.
What is Jibo? Oh gosh, I'm trying to find the document.
Is that? I'm in my own thing. By the end, I'll have them all memorized.
So Jevoilao is one of the twin dragons. Jevoilao is specifically the god of dragons and protection.
Dragons!
The other twin is Jeonic, who is the keeper. Keeper of the keys, god of the history and the written word. You know specifically that Bernard is a little bit of a follower of Jeonic.
That tracks.
Yeah. It's the nerd cleric domain.
Love it.
Is
I'm reading. You gain an audience with Jeonic by presenting knowledge he doesn't already have. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah. It gets harder the more knowledge that is, disseminated throughout the world. He's a god of history.
Does he know about the one trick you can do with your fingers?
Present that knowledge to him. You get an audience. Does that mean that hypothetically, whenever, because this is a huge hypothetical, because I don't think this could ever happen, when every single bit of knowledge in the world has been shared, then you can no longer gain an audience because that's you see what I mean?
Motherfucker just disappears into fairy dust.
No, that's when we go to the interplanar dimensions. We start stealing other people's knowledge.
There we go.
Did you know that in another dimension, the ABCs are still the ABCs? Crazy, right?
But they're out of order.
Mm-hmm.
And
backwards is just slightly. Oh, and backwards.
As you're kind of having this conversation, Onyx has been like glancing at the person who had entered but hadn't spoke up. Maestro.
Mm-hmm. That's just our pet.
Oh my.
That was out of character and a joke.
Well,
the people in front of the desk can tell that Onyx has been making furtive glances towards Maestro.
Uh-huh.
But I need you to make a perception if Maestro is going to notice that.
Okay, all right. That's what I was thinking. I was about to say, I was like, do I need to be like rolling or something here?
Yeah.
To see, I want to see
make
how
a perception.
Okay.
Also,
How
because
perceptive are you, buddy?
Like they're talking about this right in front of you.
Uh-huh. I mean, I can't imagine why. I mean, don't know a thing about this guy. Interesting conversation, so
Alexa,
that's just
Deadman.
me. That's me talking out of character. Okay, all right. I'm rolling. Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow this morning. Okay, I'm trying to see if I got anything with the perception stuffs. 20, if I got anything for perception. I'm looking. Oh, I got a +4 for perception. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. Well, let's see how she goes. Hey.
Nice.
Okay.
I make it?
So, I got an 18.
You do notice that the orc has been, like, flicking his eyes to you and then looking away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's been looking. Maestro's been looking back. I mean, the whole premise of it is that he's just kind of trotted over there to the couch and he's sitting back. He's, looking very relaxed. Got his hands behind his head, got his head tipped back, and his bowler hat pulled down over his eyes a little bit. But he does have the tip of his hat up just a little bit, and his eyes underneath that hat, one eye has been kind of watching in the conversation, so he has been aware, though he's not giving the appearance of being aware. But he has no expression on his face either way. But he is aware. I'll put it to you that way. He is aware.
Good. Well, wanted to make sure I included you because you have been very quiet.
Sorry. I just like I said, I've been a little off today, so but that's all right. That's good. But yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing. He's just letting him talk. Exact zero zilch expression on his face.
Okay. Do you guys wanna ask him more questions?
I do need to stop soon.
Yeah.
Kitty, stop.
I could probably come up with more, but I think we're good for now.
I think we need to I think we have to be like, yeah, we're good, just so we can have time to process the fact that there are fucking trains and they potentially are being used to hunt people for sport.
Yeah.
That is like the best revelation that could have ever happened. Like, I'm not, like, it would have been, you know what, if it was like some like massive interplanar beast, that would have been awesome. That would have been sick. But then, like, the fact that it is an interplanar train kidnapping people is all like, that is just perfection. You know?
Please, heart, I am begging you. Please give this? Can these trains have some sort of sentience of some kind?
I think Hart has a plan, and I'm scared.
Oh, awesome! I love it. I'm scared and also ecstatic.
If we're stopping here, I do have to remind you guys that the next morning you had made plans to meet up with Sawyer.
Yeah.
Correct? At the crack of dawn, we have to go early.
Yeah, you have to go there fairly early because the whistle that happens before dawn.
Probably 3 a.m. because for some reason trains love 3 a.m.
Speaking from experience.
From
experience. Absolutely. Yes, understood.
Very specifically, Sawyer and Best said that it happens at like early enough that they're just starting work on the farm.
That's like a 5 a.m., right? Looking at my own
6 a.m.
weather. Well, give me a sec. Yeah, no, 5 and 6 are about the same temp. Because that's when the sun comes up.
Yeah. So, I think they remarked it was like just before sunrise. And they invited you over for breakfast.
They're so cute.
Yeah. And we can come back and ask more questions if we want to terrorize the people some more.
Anyways, I hope you, our listening audience, had a fun time. Catch you on the next session of Gundam Spurs. Goodbye!
Bye!
Bye!
Bye.